Hi.
Hi, I'm just gonna wait and let others join. How are you,
Sure.
Susie?
I'm good. How are you?
I don't see anyone else in the waiting room. Let's see. We can go ahead and get started, Susie, if you want to dive in.
Sure. Yeah, this was my first time joining an office hours with you, and candidly, I didn't know what to expect, so I didn't prepare any questions. I was coming to see what other people asked and maybe learn from their
Okay. When did
curiosities.
you start the program?
I was part of the January cohort.
Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this one is specific to the functional medicine. And so it's mainly for like questions about the functional medicine tests and any things that signs and symptoms or questions about it. And I mean I can answer some other questions, but I think it's I would usually want to defer to the coaches on other certain things. So
Sure.
yeah, did you have anything you were thinking about? Any questions about the tests or anything?
Yeah, I mean, my results came back for the fertility test, and I think that's the only thing I haven't discussed with Amy.
Yeah. Yeah. And so on that one, actually, the coaches and Amy cover the Fertilisys one. So I usually look at what the test results are and they let me know if there's anything significant that we should discuss that relates to the functional medicine side of it, to the GI map and everything. So I'm sure Amy will be scheduling a time to go through that with you. Yeah,
Okay.
how are you feeling are you working through her through any of the supplements? And I'm just,
Yes.
I know that I did your write-up. How are you feeling on the GI supplements?
Yeah, so I'm feeling okay.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know, I don't know if Amy connected this to you, but I've had like this severe acne flare up since November. And so um I also had her speak with this dermatologist that I found that does like root cause dermatology and also reviewed my GI map and had like really this, she thought your write-up was completely comprehensive and
Well,
um
that's so good to know.
yeah,
Thank you.
and was suggesting a lot of the same things. She just wanted me to do 6 weeks of like these Guna liquid remedies before I started the other items because she wasn't sure my body would even really like absorb anything. Um,
Oh, like Guna, I don't know of those. What was it for?
so they're on full script and they're liquid, and one is called like Guna Deep Cleanse. It's to help my body start like eliminating the toxins, I guess. Um, One
Hmm.
was called lymph detox. One is bowel, like deep bowel or something like that, and the other is kidney. And Amy and her actually
Kind
spoke.
of, it sounds like I sometimes start people on a jump start from the cell core, which opens the detox and lymphatic pathways. I don't know if I'm just trying to open up your write-up right now.
Okay.
I think I did two write-ups for you.
Right, because it was the weirdest thing. Like my first GI map, I don't know why, but my first GI map, they said to Amy, like we lost it or something. And then all of a sudden in the portal, my results were there.
Right. Okay, so here I have Susie C. Retest and recommendations. March 19.
And the two test results were pretty different. So it was kind of confusing for
Wait,
me.
what happened on March 22nd? Okay, map retest. Escherichia, bacteroides. Yeah, so there was a bit to clear out. And I think there's some inflammation. Yeah, so I mean that's fine. And so how long have you been taking it?
The Guna remedies,
Mm.
this was my second week, but I think I'm like 10 days in right now.
Okay. Yeah. So, okay, so here's the right one, the retake results and recommendations. Um, I don't know why my internet's not opening it. Come on. There we go. My iCloud's like a little slow today. I feel like it's like the evening, and sometimes there's maybe a lot of people on the internet that it's like everything's so slow.
There's a big golf tournament on right now that maybe it's taking up a
I
lot of.
mean, I know, trust me, my husband is, I just had him run out and do some errands. He's like, I'm gonna miss some of it.
It's the end. You can't make him go
I'm
out.
seeing a typo. Ah, I'm such like a perfectionist. I hate seeing that. I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Um, okay, so yes, I did not know. Yeah, I think I just want to look at one other thing on your results. Yeah, I mean, so I don't want to second guess anything, or that's, not something I do. I think that I just usually cross-reference a couple of things on I want to see your Dutch. Did you do a Dutch?
Yeah.
And see, I didn't review that one. So let's look at yours. So has your skin cleared up at all?
Not yet. No.
Mm.
I think it could be like a few months before. I don't know. I really don't know. I think a lot of the stuff that would be like after the 6 weeks is what is going to be killing off some of the things that might be causing the acne. I don't totally understand.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I think for you, Susie, also what's going to really help you is um is to really work on. Oh, here. See, I knew I was gonna miss because I start diving into other windows and I missed someone in the waiting room. I think working through like switching into parasympathetic is gonna be really, really good for you. And it's gonna really help your adrenal function. So, hi, Priscilla. How are you? I'm sorry to keep you waiting in there. I was diving into to some test results. So I'm working with Susie first and then I'll jump to you. So welcome. Um yeah, so I think really working through through stress and stress response.
Mhm.
Um, and I know that that's like such a basic thing to say, but when I look at your Dutch, like I think that's what I see for you to work through removing some of the heat. So I don't know if you do you have any like heat signs that come up?
I don't know what they would be.
Like, do you feel like, do you get like racy heart? Do you feel like flushed with emotion sometimes? Or do you feel like overheated? Or do you feel any of that kind of stuff?
Not really. I mean, I run pretty cold.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So, and then are you sleeping okay?
most of the time, yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because your Dutch says, and you're okay if do you want me to discuss any of this?
Oh,
I'm happy.
yeah, Priscilla is
Yeah.
here. That's fine. Discuss
So,
away.
yeah, it says that you reported excess estrogen symptoms, which to me would be some heat signs. Um, and then yeah, so can you tell me a bit more about the skin?
Yeah. So just like in November, it just started where it was like huge amounts of cystic acne in my chin area, and then like acne rosacea all over the rest of my face.
Mhm.
Um, and it's just been very like inflamed and swollen.
Yeah, so those are that's a lot of heat symptoms. And then that specific area for us in Chinese medicine. And so um I also specialize in facial acupuncture and Chinese medicine for dermatology. And so that channel where you're getting your flare-ups is like gut stuff. So heat in the
Right.
gut. Yeah. And so the rosacea and the cystic acne are heat signs to me. And also the flush that you're experiencing, the inflammation. And I think that what I see on your GI map is a calprotectin level that was a little bit elevated, and that's an inflammatory marker too. So it's sort of like where's the body, where can we reduce heat? Even though you feel cold, it could be a false cold in Chinese medicine, like our patterns, it could be that. So I mean, I can talk to Amy a bit more about it and see, but I think, yeah, I think keep going down the path you're going. There's no problem starting off with clearing out detox pathways and boosting energy because and lymphatic pathways too. It does take a lot of energy for the body to detox. And I think some of the overgrowth that was on your particular GI map, um, we would look to to find some of the heat signs reducing. And so of those ones, like the Pseudomonas, um,
Mhm.
you had both of those. So those, um, and I don't know how much you dove in, but the Pseudomonas spp, histamine producing. So that is inflammatory. And that can cause some of the flare-ups, in my view. Like it doesn't, it's not a direct correlation, but I think, and the mast cell activating one, the Pseudomonas arug aeruginosa, that one is both histamine, LPS, hydrogen sulfide, and mast cell. Um, and that one's an inflammatory, both of them are inflammatory. And then you also had the Staph aureus, which is mast cell, hydrogen sulfide. And that one, yeah, I think that you're going to feel so much better once you're able to kind of balance and kill off some of that overgrowth.
Okay. Yeah. And like,
See it, I would really look to the acne and the rosacea to improve.
do you think that's what will like killing off some of that stuff will take down the inflammation, or do I need to do something else too for the inflammation?
No, we have to kill those off. Like you have to do the antimicrobials. And the antimicrobials are 8 weeks minimum.
Okay.
Yeah, and so how we do it is if it's really if you're undergoing fertility treatments and on fertility meds, then we don't do it.
Right. No, Amy and I discussed me taking like a short break from trying to conceive to try and focus on this just because it's
Oh,
been so
that's so perfect.
significant.
Yeah, I really admire you for that. And everyone's on their own journey and own timeline, and that's a big decision. So I really honor that. It's a hard one, I know.
Yeah.
But it definitely is important to be able to work through some of this. And
Yeah.
you're just looking at the other ones. And the beta glucuronidase too. Were you going to do a bit of calcium deglucarate for 4 weeks? Because I think that that will help. So it's going to reduce some of the estrogen level. Um, did Amy walk you through what that higher level on the test is?
No, I didn't know that I had higher estrogen because when I check my mirror every day, it's pretty low.
Well, we're showing it, the excess estrogen was reported on your Dutch as a sign and symptom. So it's
Me?
not, yeah, it's not high on your Dutch. So that's why I was wondering why it was reported as excess estrogen levels.
I mean, what would I have?
It
I
might
can't
have been
remember
something
filling
you
it out.
marked when you took the Dutch. Because it's not, the levels aren't high on the Dutch, but it says patient reports excess estrogen.
I don't
Interesting.
know.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm just looking at what was written. Hmm. Yeah, because it would be more estrogen deficiency is what I see on it. And then, so here, where did I see that? It was in bold as a self-reported. Okay. Do.
Like, what would have the symptoms been on that form that I
I don't
were?
know. That's why I was surprised by it. Let me just reread it. Yeah, it says the patient reported symptoms of excess estrogen.
I wonder what symptoms I was reporting I had that
Yeah,
made
it's
her.
just interesting. Yeah, so it's page 8. So so the test levels didn't come out as excess.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
so
is acne an excess estrogen symptom? Because I would have reported that, for example.
yeah, you reported night sweats, which is a deficiency. So I don't know where they came up with that. So that's interesting though. So we'll just set that one to the side. But so what the calcium D-glucarate is going to do will lower a little bit for a short period of time. And then it should help rebalance the estrogen.
Okay.
That's why I said only 4 weeks for you. Um, it's it's going, so on your GI map, your beta glucuronidase level was at a level where I recommended considering the calcium D-glucarate. So we can, further discuss this with Amy once you're done with the other protocol. Um, what beta glucuronidase does when it's reported at these levels, and it's moderate on you. You're at 2065, which is moderate.
Okay.
So it's an enzyme, and it's like a pair of scissors. If we are thinking about how to explain it, so it's these scissors. The enzyme is the scissors, and the liver goes through its detox phases where it detoxes, and let's say that it packages up excess estrogen that's been used, or estrogen that is used and needs to be excreted out of the system. So it's not estrogen that we want circulating anymore. It packages up carcinogens and toxins and puts it in a box. And it tapes the box and it wraps it with a big bow, and it puts a little flag on it that says, body, excrete this out. And this enzyme, when it's at this level, it is a pair of scissors that goes through and sees this package that's nicely packaged up and treated by the liver, ready for removal, ready for excretion. And it snips off the flag that's saying, get this out of the body. Not only snips that flag off, it cuts the bow and it cuts the tape and it opens that package up and it says, go back into the system. So we don't want that stuff back in. So we
Okay.
want to reduce this enzyme so that we no longer have these, rogue scissors going around and unpackaging all the work that the liver does.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So it's like, I don't think you need a ton of it. I wouldn't put you on DIM. DIM is really, really super strong. I've been on it myself. It will make you feel really, it doesn't feel great. It's only warranted if your numbers are like way off the charts. And I don't think I've ever recommended it to anyone in the program. I myself have taken it. It is in some supplements, but if you see DIM, like really use caution there. I think the calcium D-glucarate is much gentler. The other path to do is broccoli sprouts. but it's not, I think when I see a level that's above a 2000 or right at 2000, I recommend the calcium degluc.
Okay.
But only 4 weeks for you. And you could do that now while you're on this other protocol.
Okay.
I don't see any reason why you couldn't, because that's not a detox. That's more of a support.
Okay.
Yeah. So I would consider that. But it may make your estrogen levels on your mirror drop for while you're on it. So just, be cautious of that.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, and then I would reduce like anything that's putting heat into the body for you. Like even if it's just nutritionally, like any sort of like hot like herbs, hot seasonings, like hot peppers, anything that is extra heat, I would
Okay.
reduce for you. Yeah. Even though you feel cold, I think it's maybe a false cold.
Got
Um, yeah. And then, yeah, so yeah, I hope you can join next month when you're ready to start the GI.
it. Okay. Yeah.
So you're gonna do 6 months of what your dermatologist recommended and then jump into the GI protocol.
Right. 6 weeks and then jump into the GI
6 weeks.
protocol.
I'm sorry, did I say months?
That's okay.
Months. 6 weeks. That's great. And couldn't you start any of the GI protocol? Can you start the pre and probiotics? I'm just looking to see what I recommended for you.
For some reason, she wanted me to wait the
On
6 weeks.
everything?
Yeah. And she talked about it with Amy, so I thought Amy was,
Okay,
but
that's fine. I just I would, yeah, okay. I mean, I love the pre and probiotics. Okay, that is fine.
so
Yeah.
she was saying do those the Guna things I mentioned, digestive enzymes and ox bile when I eat and adrenal support.
Wait, she recommended ox bile to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Did she say why?
My steatocrit is high on the GI map, which means I need more help digesting fats.
Yeah, but I wouldn't do ox bile for you. Um, and I'm just looking, again, sorry, I have all of these screens. I didn't put LVGB in there, because I didn't think you really needed it so much. Like I am very cautious with how many supplements people take, and I thought your steatocrit's like at a moderate level. So I would reconsider the ox bile. Um, and did you already order it?
Yes,
Mm.
I've been taking it.
Yeah, I don't love that for you because of the H. pylori and um because of the Staph aureus. How are you feeling on it?
I mean, I've been finally going to the bathroom, so I'm feeling
Okay.
good.
Okay. 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 Um,
I mean, the only thing is like my neck is really stiff and I've had a headache. Like, is
no, it's okay. I mean, just if you start feeling like any acid reflux or anything like that, then stop taking them and we can switch you. Um,
no, I haven't had any acid reflux.
okay. Okay. That's fine. I mean, I think and so you're feeling like your bowel movements improved?
Yeah.
That's good. Okay. Yeah, so maybe when you're done with that, I would maybe consider the LVGB for like the next month. Yeah. Do you have any iron deficiency?
I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, I gave Amy a lot of blood work, but I don't know.
I'll have a look through. Okay. Yeah. So I'm glad that I want to look up that other, and sorry, I keep clicking on it and I'm not finding it on the full script.
What is it that you can't find? I'm sorry.
The one that your dermatologist
Oh,
put.
the Guna remedies.
Yeah.
Guna is how it's spelled.
Guna. Okay, I'll look that up after the call. Cool. Well, keep me posted, and keep me posted through Amy. Like I think everything you're doing is great, and I'm really proud of you. This is I know it's a kind of a long process, but I'm glad you're already feeling better. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm a little confused because I did think like I know Amy had a phone conversation.
It's not, no, no, I don't want to like second guess or confuse, like, because there's a lot of different options and we all have like our faves. So, like, for me, my fave is the LVGB. Um, and that's all it is. Yeah. So don't feel like you're taking anything that's not, I definitely have my preferences and like I'm sure your dermatologist does too. So yeah, no, not at all. I didn't mean to make you feel that way at all. Don't
Okay.
second guess. It's totally fine. I just like I think the LVGB can feel a lot better.
Okay.
Yeah, that's always my favorite one. That's my go-to. We all like, and everybody has. I just went to my functional medicine doctor this weekend, and I was like, "Oh, well, I use this to repair the lining," and she's like, "Well, I use this, and I swear by this," and I was like, "But I swear by this one. I get really good results," and she's like, "But I love this one," and I was like, "Okay," and then I was like, "I'm gonna try it." So, yeah.
Okay.
So I think, yeah, I think just as with everything too, like my body's fine with oil of oregano. Now, I've had people not feel good on it because it like makes you burp up. It's oil. Like people don't love it. I can handle it really well. So I just think, it's like with everything else, everyone has their go-tos. And so as long as you're feeling good with what you're on, it sounds like you're feeling better. So that is the best thing.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. And then did you have any other questions on, um, so then you're going to be on the Guna for, um, until what date?
Just looking. So let's see. What's today's date? The 13th. So it would be like May 15th when I would add in the second stage in the
It's
protocol.
so like a month from now. So that's going to be right like when my next office hours are.
Okay.
Did we plan, are you free like, on the like on, oh, okay, that second weekend, um, I might have to move that office hours. Um, on the 11th. Maybe I'll move them up. Okay, I'm gonna figure out the date for those. I don't think I can do that Sunday. But yeah, so let's plan to check in on the next office hours if you can make them. And if not, I can sync up with Amy or you and I can hop on a quick call and just go through things and see how you're feeling.
Okay. Sounds good. And I think Amy was gonna have you order something for me from Cellcore that the dermatologist recommended for the second stage too, a binder.
The biotoxin binder. Yeah, so Amy reached out to me to see if I had one in-house and um I don't have an unopened bottle. I have the bottle I'm taking right now, and I have the one that I need to take next month. But I can order it for you and drop ship it. So do you want me to order one? I can email you the details.
Yeah, I don't need it yet, but I do want.
Yeah, so I think so that biotoxin binder is gonna help like mop up um the kill off.
Okay.
And it's really good. I've been taking it. I am currently doing I'm back from Mexico and I'm doing parasite cleanse. So yeah,
Okay.
I did Jumpstart first to clear my detox and lymph pathways, and now I'm doing the Cellcore parasite cleanse, which I love. And it's really good. And last night was the full moon, so the parasites like increase in volume on the full moons. It's really crazy.
Okay.
But you don't have parasites, so don't worry.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, so I'm
Thank you
having
so
fun
much.
with that one. Yeah, so I'll put that in. Okay, so we'll plan on touching base next week or not next week, next month or sooner if you need me. I'm here. You have my email address, right?
I don't think so. No.
Well, you can always, Amy can connect us and we'll just keep her copied in. And yeah, I'm so happy I got to meet you. And I'm really proud of you for your decisions and keep me posted.
All right. Thank you very
Look
much.
for a change in your skin. That's like the first, that's one, well, having bowel movements and less bloating as well as the skin are really good indicators of healing.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
You're welcome, Susie.
Okay.
All
Bye.
right. Esther, thanks for joining. And Priscilla is next though, because she came in second. And you're on mute, Priscilla. Still mute.
Okay, you can hear me now. Hi. Um,
Hi.
I just wanted to get your take. I didn't respond to your email yet, but so I've started the protocol. I ordered all the supplements, not the latest one. I just got the cumin seed oil in yesterday, so I'll
Oh,
start.
good. I love that one.
Yeah. But basically, like, so we started in January. My whole thing is that I haven't had a period since the end of November, and I was having like hot flashes and all of that. And my fertility doctor was basically like, "You're in the throes of perimenopause." Like, she put me on HRT starting February 1st. All the symptoms got way better.
Good.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah, that's
And then,
good.
from her perspective, she's not trying to help me get pregnant. She's just more like, oh, let's make these symptoms better. But so I'm on the patch, and then I did progesterone for 12 days in February. And she said, you should get a period back. And so I was like, okay, did not get a period. I went and got an ultrasound done. I just got the results yesterday, and everything is normal. So then I messaged my
Good.
gynecologist, just kind of like, from your perspective, is there anything else I can do to get my period to ever return? Um, and I do think these supplements that you have me on, I think everything is from the gut. So in my brain, I think if we clear that up and I'm just doing the egg quality and I'm doing everything that I can, then it hopefully will return. But
Yeah.
I just wanted to get, and I'm gonna send a message to Amy and Team Amy and everyone, but just since you're doing this, I just wanted to get your take because I just finished my second round of progesterone last night. So now I'm just kind of in the waiting period. Like, will it come back?
Hard.
I'm so grateful that the ultrasound was normal, but in my mind, if I'm not getting a period, I've never skipped months like this. So it's really concerning to me to have, we're in April and I haven't had a period since the last week of November, first week of December. It's just crazy to me. I know
Okay.
that I did just turn 45, but like for the fact that it's just gone away, it's just great.
It usually doesn't happen that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a few things. I know it's super stressful and it feels like a really long time. Um, okay, so I think I'm glad the ultrasound was normal.
Yes.
I think start looking for changes in signs and symptoms. You said you're feeling better.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, it's the hardest time, and I know the stress thing is really tough to hear over and over, but stress is like the enemy of the period. Like we
Okay.
know even when we're in our teens and 20s, if we're
Mhm.
super stressed out, we're going to skip periods, right? And so, I mean, it's even more important now. So it's like just really just it's so hard because it's so stressful and I honor that and I'm not trying to, you know, dismiss any of the stress that this causes, but just like keep in the back of your mind, like anytime there's a stress response that like, you know, actually this is not going to help, like let me just try to find a way to release and to kind of um, change course a little bit and hit the reset button because it's not it is super stressful. And so it's just like the more we remind ourselves that it's not going to benefit the period at all and it's going to work against it, the better. So I really like just keep that, you know, I constantly have to remind myself of that too. Like I have to remind myself all the time. Like, is this helping or is this making things worse? And then I hear you about the gut. Like, I think that's foundational and root. I think it has a massive impact on our hormones. I wish that there were like awesome studies about it. I wish that this was mainstream, but it's not. And it takes a lot of time and
Yeah.
dedication. So you are only 45. Okay. You don't have a blockage. Your scans came out good. So that's a positive. Let's just work on healing. And I think it's good that you went on the HRT, and I think it's just going to take a little bit of time. Have you considered the PR? Have you done, remind me, have you done the PRP or no?
In
I would, and where are you located?
Los Angeles.
Oh, okay, so you have good options.
I'm
Yeah,
in the yeah.
yeah, I think you should consider PRP.
Okay.
I really do. I think that you should definitely consider that. And let's see, I emailed you, I think earlier today that
Yeah, I just haven't responded. Yeah.
the GI microbics is back in stock. And
Okay.
so yeah, so I think that that will all be good for you to start with.
Okay.
And you should look to feel better.
Okay.
Just opening up yours.
I just didn't know if there was like another herb or anything that you're like, okay, because in my brain, I almost like wish there was like something I could do that just made the period come back, even if it skipped another month. I just want to have that.
So few questions for you.
Yeah.
Are you doing your castor oil packs?
I was, and then I kind of got off of it. So I need to probably do that.
That's super important.
Okay.
Can you go and get red light therapy?
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to be good. Can you get the I love ozone therapy as well. Like
Okay.
all these things are super expensive. So I'm like, you know, these are add-ons. I love Mayan abdominal massage.
Okay. I have been looking into that because I've.
That is awesome. So I would start there. That's
Okay.
I would do the PRP and that. Okay. Those two and the castor oil packs too, because that you can do at home and that's really cost
Yeah.
effective. Super, it's super important.
Okay.
Okay. And then everything to reduce inflammation. So the big thing with ovulation is that we need cellular health, which leads to energy. Okay. And how we get energy and nourishment for egg quality and follicular growth is by blood flow to the ovaries. And so
Okay.
that's why we really focus on reducing inflammation. So that's where we're like, take out anything that's inflammatory in your diet, like seriously radical, like no sugar. Sugar is so inflammatory.
Okay.
Take those extra steps and really, really live in that because that's why we do it.
Okay.
Okay, so we want what is going to create healthy energy for cellular growth. I can put you on like something that stimulates some adenosine triphosphate, like that helps with the mitochondrial powerhouse of the cell, that helps with the ATP. We can do that. We could do um, a really strong antioxidant, which is like there's glutathione IVs, or we can do glutathione. If you're already on NAC, I'd want you to reduce the NAC and do glutathione for a period of time instead. That could
Okay.
feel good too. So let's just like focus on getting the period back and like,
Yeah, that's kind of
follow
where,
this.
yeah.
And yeah, and so I think and then that's right, yours was the one who indicated the norovirus.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was my next question to you, like what happened, October, November, December? Was there illness? Like, was there massive
There,
stress
there,
event?
well, because I take care of kids, so there was a sick child, but I didn't feel sick. And then we also moved in October, which was very stressful.
Right. So
Even
this is
in
what
the
we
same,
talked about though, is that like that underlying infection showed up on your GI map. And like norovirus is common, but it does a number on the body. So like whenever I see that, your body's going to prioritize that stress that you had. Like it really like shuts down the system. And it's not your fault. Moving's like one of the top stressful events in life.
yeah.
So yeah, so I think like really like woof, take it down a notch.
Okay.
Like peace and tranquility, rest,
Yeah.
digest, reproduce. It's
Okay. Oh,
parasympathetic. And so it's like acupuncture gets you there.
I love acupuncture.
I
I,
know anything that gets you to that parasympathetic, because I do think that it was likely the combination of those two things, the massive stress event and the illness. And then you may have had a couple other underlying illnesses. And I'm just reviewing your GI map here. So yeah, the norovirus, we've got some H. pylori, we've got low commensals, so you were susceptible. Your overgrowth's not too bad. Really very healthy digestion. Beta glucuronidase is beautiful. You did have that occult blood. So did you follow up on that?
yeah, well, I told my primary, and so he was like, "Oh, well, this was like 2 months ago." So he was like, "Oh, well, you're about to be 45, and we suggest getting a colonoscopy, but we can just do one of those tests." So they did an in-house test, and it was negative.
Good. Okay, thanks for
So
following up on that.
yes, I did, because I'm all about in the know. So
And
I love,
it's preventative.
yeah,
So,
exactly. So he just said, since that was negative, we'll just like, look at it next year, and yeah, so
yeah,
yeah.
so I think your zonulin's super high. So like let's heal the gut. Let's get you like, you know, let
Feeling,
me I'm gonna put you on something for cellular health and then the glutathione. But yeah, so your takeaways here, you're gonna look into PRP. I don't
yes.
think you quite need it yet, but you could. Like let's go there
Okay.
if you want to. I think that would really help you.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh, the abdominal massage for sure.
I'm all about that.
No brainer, castor oil. You do that at home. It's super cheap.
Okay.
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 I know it's messy and it takes time, but like it's
Yeah.
yeah. So take those steps. And then like the extra add-ons, the red light therapy and the ozone. But I really think like those are your what to go for. And you have a good acupuncturist who's like
Yeah.
stimulating.
Yeah.
Who are you seeing in LA?
Well, I go to two because there's one that's a community and that one's a little bit cheaper, but I just like that place. The
Yeah.
lady that runs it's really good. She's closer to my house. And then the other one across town, close to where we used to live, it's like a teaching college, but Dr. Wong, who I go to, is the fertility specialist and she's been doing it for like 50 years.
What's her first name? What's her clinic?
Uh, Well, it's called Emperor's College.
Oh, okay.
And her name's Dr. Wong. I don't know her first name, but she's very sweet. But if you have other people you suggest, send them my way because I drive all over. I'll go anywhere. I love acupuncture. So
I mean, one of my students is in Manhattan Beach, and she's very good.
Oh, okay. Would you send me her?
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
great.
yeah, and then I also work with another Dr. Yang who has a huge LA clinic. Now
Okay.
she's a lot of dermatology, so it's one of her colleagues who does the fertility, but Amanda's very good. Uh,
Okay.
and I'll send you her details. So
Great.
yeah, so let's do that. I'm gonna update your full script. I'll send it over to you with 2 extra things. And
Okay.
if you're taking, and remind me, are you taking NAC right now?
No,
Okay.
I'm just doing what you sent me,
Okay,
honestly.
good. Let's add the glutathione.
Because right now because I don't have a period, I'm just gonna be on what you put me on and that's it, and just trying to like eat healthy. That's kind of where I'm at.
All right. Okay. Hang in there. I know this is hard. And I honor that, but it's like, let's just like
I
hit the
mean,
little bit
it is
because
hard, but I think right now I'm just like, if I can get my period back, I'll just take that and then
that's step one. We got to ovulate,
exactly.
you
Yeah.
know. Um, okay, I'm adding this to your full script right now.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Was there anything else?
That's all. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Hey, you're welcome.
Okay. Well, I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Yeah, you too. You too. I'm adding this and you'll see it in there.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
welcome. Okay, have a good night.
Bye.
Hi, Esther. Hi.
Hi,
How
how are
are you?
you? I'm good. How are you?
Hair looks like gorgeous, gorgeous.
Oh, thanks. Thanks.
Yeah. How's everything going?
Yeah, all is good. I don't really have a lot of questions, so I was just jumping on to
Okay.
check in. Um, I'm sure Amy has told you that she withdrew my fertilizers report.
Yes, so I saw that came in. What is the follow-up treatment on it?
Yeah, so I just started an antibiotic for the uroplasma
Yeah,
infection.
that'll
So
do.
I just
Yeah.
Yeah, I just started that on Friday. And then I think Amy put into full script for a vaginal probiotic to take
Yeah.
after.
Yes, that's what you need. And so what are you on? What are you on to fight the infection? Which med?
It's doxycycline,
Oxy. Okay, so you're gonna take that. Do they have you on for 14 days or
7 days, twice a day.
7? Twice a
Yeah,
day. Okay, so they double. Okay, that's good. Yeah, make sure you take all of that.
yeah,
Doxy should wipe it right out.
yeah.
That's And then, the benefit of that too is that it wipes out anything any like endometritis in the
Mhm.
uterine too. That's good. Okay, that I think is going to be very good for you. Just make sure that you're on your probiotics.
Yeah,
Big time.
yeah. Okay,
So what
perfect.
are you taking with it?
Just all the stuff that you have recommended.
So you're going to do the orthobiotic, the floramyces, and the
Well,
acromyces.
I'm not on the fluoromyces yet because I'm doing the jump start, and you told me to wait till after the jump start.
Let's add it while you're
Yeah.
taking your antibiotics. I know some people are like, oh, should I even bother taking stuff while I'm on the antibiotics? And I'm like, yes, just take a
Mhm.
break from it. So
Okay.
it's like, the antibiotics will go through and kill everything. And then you just like repopulate it with
Mhm.
like, just don't take them right together. Does that make sense? Like,
Okay.
actually makes sense too, right?
Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
like, I'll start taking the fluoromyces.
Yeah, so that's Saccharomyces boulardii and the Akkermansia too is a really important one for you.
Yeah, I've been taking the Acromencia.
That one you're going to need 6 to 12 months.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so the Floromyces is a special strain of probiotics that's Saccharomyces boulardii. And the Saccharomyces boulardii will go ahead and start working with the overgrowth. So it will start fighting it. It's not an antimicrobial, it's a probiotic, but it helps to reduce overgrowth as well. And that's why
Okay.
it's very special. And it's not in your regular probiotics. So that's why it's like a separate one.
Okay.
Um, The orthobiotic does have one that incorporates it, but I still like it separated.
Okay,
And the Floromyces will also, it's a probiotic, so it boosts the commensals, but it's also going to reduce inflammation.
okay.
It's a very, very good one. And so, yeah, as long as I would add that. So when are you doing, you're doing 2 a day of the antibiotics? Are you doing morning and noon on those?
And morning and evening.
Yeah, so maybe
One says 12 hours, or does it say 12 hours apart or something? Or maybe not.
on the
Maybe.
doxy, I don't know. Yeah,
I
just
don't-
if you can take your probiotics before bed, but away from the doxy, that's what I
Yeah.
like. So maybe
Yeah,
you
I
do
usually take
like 4 or 5 in the evening. Like
yeah,
do
that's what I usually do.
good.
The
Yeah,
antibiotic I do like in the morning first thing, and then I do around 4 or 5.
that's perfect. And then
Okay,
do the probiotics before bed as late as
okay,
yeah. And I like them in general before bed anyway. Yeah.
okay, cool.
Yeah, so that's good. Okay, well, there we go. Another question answered on
Yeah,
because that will ureaplasma right there will, I mean, it's yeah, you got to get rid of it.
yeah, cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's more prevalent than people realize.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's all good. And then how are you feeling otherwise?
Good, yeah. So I'm on like day 16 of the jump start.
Okay, how's
Um,
that been going?
yeah, it's all going good. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, once you just get in the routine of everything,
it's a lot. It's a
yeah,
lot.
it's okay.
I
Yeah.
just finished mine, so
Oh, did you?
yeah, I do it like 4 times a year
Uh-huh.
for sure. It's very,
Oh, cool.
yeah, it's awesome.
And then will I just go directly into the parasite cleanse after the jump start?
Yes.
Okay.
And I like you heard me say, I just started mine. Um, it's a lot.
Uh-huh.
It's a lot, and we'll touch base before. Let's have
Yeah.
a before you start it. It has like, yeah, it's strong. It's
Okay.
strong. Like I'm
Okay.
definitely feeling it.
Okay.
Yeah. But I just took extra dose for the full moon last night. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
But the parasite cleanse is definitely super strong. So really like once you start it, really like make sure you set some time aside each day for like some massive self-care.
Okay.
Like some nice baths with like
Mm-hmm.
some bath salts and like really some very nourishing like meditation and
Okay.
rest. Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah, it's strong. Not to scare you, but it
Yeah.
works. It works really well. Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect.
Um, cool. Well, so and then any other concerns or questions? Any-
No, I think that's all good at the moment now, just working on getting rid of those infections and take it from there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad we found them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because I mean, like everything else is looking pretty good, as in, so it's good to have something, oh, maybe this is the issue. So,
oh, that's a big that's
yeah.
yeah, I'm glad that we're doing the fertility test. I think it's really important.
Hmm.
I really do. And that's one that you can also retest to make sure it cleared. I do recommend.
Yeah, so Amy was suggesting maybe just getting swabbed by my
Yes.
OBGYN.
Exactly. Yeah, you can take the results to your OBGYN, get swabbed, and then make sure it's cleared out because
Yeah.
sometimes it's 2 courses.
So say how long after the antibiotic would you recommend getting retested?
Maybe a week or 2 after, I think would be good.
Okay.
I would give it like 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I think that's all. I should let you get back to your Sunday.
No, I mean, I love this. I'm so
Mm.
happy people last time, and for anyone who's listening to the replay, we didn't have very much, and so I ended it a little bit early, and I'm so glad
I
I had
think it was just me and you last time.
some good questions. Yes, and then
It
I
was.
saw actually in like I saw in the Mighty Networks, maybe someone tried to join like right before the top of the hour and I
Uh-huh.
off. But yeah, thank you.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you
you so
for
much.
being up for all of this testing and all the supplements. I know it's a lot, but I think
Good.
we found some really good things.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
Okay.
have a beautiful rest of your Sunday.
Okay. And I will chat with you again before I go into the
Yeah, and
parasympathetic.
just I'm here. If you need me, we can always hop on a Zoom or I can answer questions via email. I love just hopping on a Zoom too
Yeah, perfect. Well,
and you just put in the subject line appointment request or
okay.
or ask me questions via email and keep me posted on how you're feeling most of
I
all.
will for sure.
Okay, Esther, always
Okay,
such
thanks, Carrie, and likewise.
okay. Take
Okay,
care.
I'll talk to you soon. Take care.
All
Bye-bye.
right, bye. I'm just gonna look in Mighty Networks and see if there's any questions that came through. And guys, I'm not seeing anything. So I think they're meant to be posted like in the feed section under the office hours. I don't see any comments. So I am going to sign off and say, reach out if you need me, if you have questions. And I'm always sending everyone lots of love and best wishes and so much hope. And thank you so much for your dedication. And it's always just such an honor to be on this journey with you. And I really do care and am here to help. So sending so much love. Happy Sunday, everyone. And I'll see you all in a month, if not sooner. Take care.